All right. Today's date is September the 23rd, 2020. My name is Larry D. Reid, and I am the host of Larry Reid Live that comes on every single Monday night at 7 p.m. And sometimes we pop up here and there during the week because things pop up and things happen. So it's extremely important that each and every one of you become a part of our text club so that you can always know and get a text like you just received right now. So you can always receive a text whenever we are going live because we will pop up because things are always happening. How do you do that? Open up your phone as if you're going to text a regular 10-digit number, but you're going to put in there 33222 and then go and create the message Larry Reid Live with no spaces. And I'll text you before I go live so that you do not miss any conversation that we have right here. Also, I want to say thank you to those that hit like, those that share, those that hit Venmo, those that hit Cash App. You go to the website, you donate, you send in stuff, and on Monday nights I go through it. I want to say thank you for your support and watching and telling everybody about Larry Live. I can't go anywhere in the city and I'm not stopped at some point in time, and I hear from people all over the world. So thank you for supporting this platform and talking about it. Tomorrow night we're gonna have celebrity gossip vlogger. Her name is Tasha K. And this is something that was just supposed to happen in Patreon. Still, we're doing the after show in Patreon, but tomorrow night on the main platform, around about 7 o'clock. We're going to get into a conversation. We're going to learn more about her, and we're also going to discuss some topics, and she will be sitting right beside me. That's right. It will not be nothing remote. She's going to be sitting right beside me. So get ready for that conversation tomorrow. And we're going to open up the lines that y'all call in because some of y'all got a whole lot of opinions about the type of work that she do and who you feel like she is. And so that's going to be great on tomorrow. Well, it's happening again in our world. You know, through the whole, through the pandemic and every protest in between, I was just covering it and talking about it. Because if it happens in the public and it's happening in our world, we're going to talk about it here. But darn, it's just so draining to discuss it. And I'm tired of it. I'm so ready to get out this election year. I'm so ready to get out of this bonga and the Carrigo Brincom, everything that's tied to all the chit-chatting that's going on around the politics and the left and the right, the Dems, the Republicans, Jesus, and the unsaved folk, you know, vote your faith, don't vote your faith. George Floyd deserved it. Breonna is her boyfriend fault. Tired, woe out. Tired and woe out. But we have to discuss it and we need to react to it. What does that look like? I don't know. We don't get to control how we are reacting to it. We don't get to control what people do. We don't get to control how people respond and what they choose to do. We just cannot. We can talk about it. We can make our opinions about it. We can say what we feel about it. We can do that. But the reality is, I don't know if I want to get into making something wrong and making something right, but I will state my opinion on it. And I'm on StreamYard. It's not the main platform. So I may hit some of you up in your Facebook and send you the link where you can sign on and talk with me here. Then again, I may not have time for that because I really don't want to talk about this, but I just got to. First off, I want to say, geez, the mother of Breonna Taylor and the family and all of those who are trying and attempting to grieve, but then this thing keeps going on and on and on. And it keeps, it's like peeling back layer after layer because of how the government, the powers that be, are responding to this particular situation. Let me catch you up for those who don't know. Okay, in March this year, Breonna Taylor were at the crib and her boyfriend was there. Allegedly, her boyfriend was involved in some craziness. And so they felt as though Breonna was, and for lack of better words, harboring a criminal or possibly a part of some kind of drug ring or something of that nature. And they done a no-knock warrant, and which means they basically just bust in your door and they come in there screaming and getting hold of you, raiding everything. But what ended up happening is when they broke through the door, they broke through the wrong door. And let me tell y'all this here. I know this is a bad situation, but this is the reason why everybody need to be armed. And I'm not promoting violence by what I'm saying, but you need to be armed. I'm talking to all LRLers, no matter the color that you are. And let me tell you why. Because in my opinion, when it comes to these cops and when it comes to these radicals, when it comes to these anarchists, when it comes to these people who, hijack situations like this protest is probably going to be done. It's happening all over different cities because just today we found out, well, the cops aren't going to be charged. And the one man that was charged, that I actually think he was actually shot in the leg by the boyfriend. He fired 6 shots through the sliding glass door, through the blinds, did not have a line of sight, which is improper and is not protocol for a cop, and just shooting in the blue. And it's alleged that was really him that was just shooting up Breonna. But he got some kind of charge and it was let go, but the other 2 were not. And then the charge sort of rings of the idea of it's not so much that, but it's more so because you possibly could have shot somebody on the other side of Breonna's apartment, not so much Breonna. So people are going absolutely berserk, and they are. Thank you, Andres. Some of you are in the habit, every time I go live, y'all just start donating. Thank you so very much for that. And if you're doing it on Super Chat, YouTube, because I'm in this program, I don't think I can see it, but maybe I can. So he was the one that was shot in the leg, and he actually sent out an email last week and saying to all the cops, this is the right thing to do, and it's really a shame that cops are looked at as the villains, and then the villains are really the heroes. No, let's not paint so broadly over everything. This is why I can't get with y'all when you talk about abortion issues or other issues, and the Democrats are this and the Republicans are that. When all these things are populated with people or individuals that have their own darn identity, and everybody ain't on the same ish. And we can't just be painting a brush and making everybody. I hate when people do that anyway, because you really cannot do that, because everybody's not bad. All the cops are not bad. All black people are not criminals. All black people are not, always getting in trouble and doing things, and we're not dangerous. And I say it one more time, and I want everybody to hear this. Black people and others. Black people are not naturally aggressive. We are lovers. We are kind. We are caretakers. We will treat and entreat anyone and treat them like family. It was us that were using our breasts to feed white children, and to clean and to cook and to caretake. We took the orders. There was no other people that could have been slaves, because there would have been such a hideous revolt right at the beginning, because we're like God as Cushites and Nubians. We're connected to the earth and to the world. We don't want to bring no harm. That's not who we are. So when you see us like that, it's actually the result of what has happened in our world, particularly America. So I don't like for us to paint over everybody, because we're not the same. So by no means am I saying that all cops are raggedy, but I am saying there's some raggedy cops. By no means am I saying that all America is just horrible. I ain't gonna say America is all horrible. I ain't gonna say that. I ain't gonna do that. But I am going to say there's some horribleness in the divided states of the Americas. Yes, I am. I'm going to say that now. And people like to just lump people together and say it's all this and all that, but that is not how I think and resolve. So because this charge has came down as like a little slap on the hand, Everybody's absolutely losing their mind and they're going crazy. And I'm repeating, we don't know how this is going to go. It's probably going to get violent. It's probably going to go berserk again. And we're going to want to judge, and we're going to want to say, you should not be vandalized and all of that. And there's nothing wrong with saying that. But we have to understand, although I do believe most of this is not people who are really in pain, but we do have to understand that some people who go into their pain, they may flesh it out in a way that is harmful to themselves and harmful to others. And I don't know if we should make them villains. I don't know if we should make them thugs, but I do know that we can say what we feel about that, and we can have our point of view. But to just then begin to judge the pain in the way that it's fleshed out, I don't know how that even lends itself to helping the healing of us all. Because let me tell you this, after all this reaction and all this kind of stuff, and after the family spent up that $12 million, let me tell you this, I don't know why they hand these folk this money. Money is powerful. Why is they handing Breonna and them don't come for no money? This is like giving a child a gun with bullets and let them play with it, not knowing what money is. Power in the hand. And I pray to God somebody giving them a financial advisor or something, or they locked it away and they put it somewhere that's continue to live their lives and work their 9 to 5s like normal. Because that's going to make things worse. That is not good, but they throw money at these situations. And this is what's so funny, like they do with the Breonna. They throw the money at the situation and call it because of a wrongful death. But then the people that did the wrong, they ain't gonna do nothing to them. They even created the no-knock warrant. Let's look at some of the good that just came out of this now. But which basically is saying, hey, this is an antiquated way of handling business, and this could end somebody's life, and we can end up killing somebody. But then you ain't gonna deal with that. Is so strange to me, and it's so interesting to me. What is going on in your head to where, as a government and as leadership over people, to where nothing in you says, and maybe it comes from my 20 years as a pastor, maybe before. Maybe it comes from, the way that I pastor now, with the members of the MBN network, the patrons, and the people that I counsel. I guess you'd be digital, secular man of God pastoring, or as a parent of 2 girls. I don't know. I've been an employer. I don't know. Something in me saying that that's just not good leadership. To not be concerned about the entire. The concern for the entire ought to change how you move in certain isolated matters, because you're still thinking about the entire. And it just looked like to me that from the federal level to the state to the local level, folks is moving around and not giving 2 flips about the entire. Because after all of this reacting, this stuff, there's a pain in the air. There's a discontentment in the air. There is I'm filled up and I'm sick of this and I'm pissed off that's in the air. How are we going to hear that? That's trauma. And trauma creates a doctrine in people. And that's really what y'all see when y'all see the black folks killing each other and harming each other. That's trauma. That's caused by a system. You can put that all the way on black folks. But as a black person, I am saying, Chicago, we're going to jack you up and you need a whooping. But anyway, that's trauma. What you going to do with that? Because trauma has to be worked out. Trauma needs therapy. Trauma needs intervention. Trauma needs teaching. Trauma needs time. Give trauma some time. Let them make baby steps. Let them heal. And trauma need a helping hand, a friend, somebody to understand, somebody who is empathetic, not just sympathetic, which is what the disenfranchised in this country get a lot. We need empathy. Do you feel? Do you really get it? Because these folk is moving. I'm telling you, everybody who the leaders are moving like they are not concerned about the entire. I don't understand this. Oh Lord have mercy, make you. That's why you got to know. You got to know God for yourself. Because if you really didn't, if you had the wrong kind of God concept, you will stop believing in Him in 2020. Because it's like God will come down here and fix all this in mess. Because this is a whole bunch of mess that's going on. God, what is you doing? Where is you at? If you are good, where the good at? I can't see it. I can't find it. Show me, Lord. Show me, Lord. Show me, Lord. And most people have that kind of God concept. So they side-eyeing God because the pain, the traumas in the air, everything is going on. The COVID, the money is gone, and no more checks and all this kind of stuff. And everybody pissed. And then we got the stuff we were going through for COVID. For COVID, I had some stuff that I was working on, and now COVID done came and sat right on top of all the rest of the stuff that I got going on. It's in the air, and we got to heal from this. And we haven't even got to the healing. We still in what's going on and trying to find why there's this injustice here, and it's okay. Why is this injustice here and this pain is here? And I've been traumatized and stepped on or not understood, and I feel voiceless, and it's okay. Why is that right when we all know in our humanity is wrong? We know it's wrong. That's why when you look out there with the folk that's walking, it ain't a whole bunch of black folk. We in the house, we still get shot up. It's mostly everybody else. Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter. Or now they done turn to political. That's a whole other thing. Because I heard the chant they were talking about. Trump, Pence, go away. No way. So what? How did this become about Trump and Pence? Somebody please tell me. See, this is what happened. It's like our pain and this situation where we should get conscious and aware, it get hijacked by everybody else's agenda. And once again, the black and the browns their moment is hijacked. And once again, we're victim to the powers that be. Our issues that should be humane become political. It's the left and it's the right. And the spirit. Now, let me say this. I will never tell anybody how to vote, but I'm going to commentate on what I want to commentate on. And I'm going to tell you to vote. Everybody need to be voting. But I got to call out the trumpet. Yes, the presbytainer. That means president, entertainer, and businessman. Presbu, business, tainer, that's sitting in the seat of being the president, is manifesting demons. What? Y'all, this is demons. Okay, y'all need to hit, everybody hit like, everybody hit share. Thank you. I see your support that is coming in. You ain't gonna like what I'm gonna say next, but it's just my opinion. You do not have to agree with me, and we can all say what we got to say. This is just my opinion. But that, according to my spiritualizations and my biblications, and even some of my tingle-tangers, I judge this as demons. Wait a minute now. This is what the trumpet done say. I'm gonna sign them an executive order, and so that the new president, if the new person that wins, if they win, that they can't take the seat, and it ain't gonna be no peaceful transfer of power. I think some of that going on and some of that talking got a lot to do with what we're seeing in the energy in the country, because that's said from the top. You say what you want to say. Donald Trump is the president. Let me say that one more again, because I think people don't even understand powers. Donald Trump is the president of the divided states of America. what he say, what he do matters. Can't nobody run. So when he's speaking, being that he's in power, what he says goes out. And I think it's contributing to this stuff that's up here in this here air. I think Trump is responsible for my children being crazy. Because that stuff go out in the air. What he's doing on Twitterations, and I pray that somebody just take them thumbs and just tie them to his palm, tape them to his palms like that, and just take his Twitterations away. And all he just releasing word curses, words that ignite, words of activation. Words are nothing but capsules filled with energy. And when you speak them, you literally throw them into manifestation. And this man is throwing out this energy of like a tyrant, or the energy of throwing a fit when he don't get his way, or throwing a fit when somebody says something and talking out the side of his neck. I said, Trump, you just said this about, I'm really doing all right today, but it's terrible how I am doing, but I'm not really doing that bad. But eventually I'm going to be okay because I'm not well. Now, y'all know I ain't lying, and I'm fair. And y'all know I ain't been one of them that hit Trump very hard. I sort of like his craziness. I mean, if I be honest, I do. I sort of like the fact that there's an entertainer in the presidency. I'm entertained, so I sort of like it. But Lord, I said, Trumpet, you can't do that. You can't do that, Trumpet. You can't do that. It's the Chinese virus. He always said when it's Chinese, he's a China. What? Oh, Lord, Jerry. This is bad. There's no justice for Breonna, and there ain't going to be. I don't think they're going to be. I mean, if there will be, it will be great. But we just need to say, all right. Now, we can keep on talking about it, using it as a talking point to talk about the other things that are going on. We just might as well just chalk this one up. I mean, you can continue to do the marches. I'm by no means am I saying forget. We don't know what the jury was told, what we really sort of do, because it was sort of said they had some mysterious witness to come forth and say, well, I said jury, but it's really it wasn't a jury because they didn't have they shouldn't have had a jury. I forgot how they decided this. I think it's justicism. I can't think of who it is. But they make the decision according to the evidence that were given. And so some mysterious person apparently done said that they heard the cops outside the door saying, "This is the police. We're about to bust down your what's the name." That's one person. When the other witnesses that the other anchors and journalists, commentators interviewed, that ain't what they said. They said, we heard shots and hollering. That's what we heard. There was no identification of them being at the door. And y'all know they won't. And y'all know they won't. This system is wicked. I told y'all from way back in February when it came to this COVID-19, do not listen and trust these talking heads because they are liars. Now we heard the audio myself, and I played it for y'all. I think I was in StreamYard that day. I played it where the trumpet said, this thing is bad. It's jumping from person to person. It is airborne. What in the world? You catch it when you're breathing. On the 7th of February, 2-3 days later, it's not. And somebody's worse. He said on the call, it's worse than the flu. But then got before us and said the opposite. And said, well, the reason why I done that because leadership is really showing, no fear, not really causing people to panic. Well, Okay, but that ain't what the leadership I'm used to. I'm used to the leadership telling me the truth, even if it hurt, even if it might scare me half to death. So y'all, we this is bad. I do believe better than ever's on the way. I do believe things are going to ultimately be better than they ever have before. But I want you to be clear that this is bad, and we should not ever trust. I gotta be careful what I say because they keep bothering me on these streets. But we shouldn't really trust. We shouldn't trust. Let me tell you a story. One day, there was this young man that wanted to be delivered from homosexuality. And what he loved to do, he liked gobbling peens. He liked I'm trying to make this as G-rated as possible, using churchy biblical terms. He liked the sword and staff to comfort him. He enjoyed for others to lay hands all over him and pray for him. Hands. He liked to get down on his knees and pray with his mouth open. Got that? So he wanted to be delivered. So Pastor said, one of the things we're going to do exposure therapy on you, young man. So what they did, they went over there to the house of the eunuchs. These are men who want to sacrifice their life one way or the other, but some of them choose, to have their actual peen cut off. And they went over there to their house and they gathered up a bag of peens, a whole bag of peens. I put all the peens inside the bag. Put all the peens. And so Pastor said, young man, you've been doing real good. I said, it even looked like you sort of looking at some of the girls in the church. I feel like you getting delivered. I got this bag of peens. And I want you to go into this dark room. I'm gonna go down there to the church. I'm gonna do some prayer. I want you to take this bag of peens and I want you to go over here in this dark room. And you sit. I'm gonna fold to the top just like this. And while I pray, you just hold it just like this. And can't you just see him there in the spirit of your mind holding the bag of peens? Pastor, you gone? Well, this is what happened. Turned out the black room, bag of peens in his hand. When the pastor, he left, they turned off the lights. Pastor came back in the room. And when Pastor came back in the room, what you doing with them peens in your mouth? See, that's what I'm trying to take. Oh, you can't put people in certain situations that that they are they vulnerable in and they're liable to mess it up. You can't put them in them kind of situations because they're gonna not do what they need to do. And it just looked like to me that the Presbyterian entertainer businessman in the seat of the presidency. And we keep catching them with peens in his mouth. It's what you keep coming out your face wrong, man. And I like them. I don't care. Y'all can drag me. I like Trump. I did like him. And I still laugh at him. But damn, something is wrong. These are demons manifesting. Hold on. Somebody said my mama. My mama's in here? If my mama's in here, mama, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm just telling the story. Never mind this. I'm still paper Bible saved, but the show ain't. So I have to. Be in the middle of the road with it. This is terrible. What we gonna do? George Floyd, the other little boy. They're running behind him. What's his name? Running behind him, the white man. Lord, that's a full mess. Lord, they just shot that boy to death. I can't think of his name for nothing. I see his face. He's right in my face. What's his name? I can't think of his name. Then 96. You know, 2020 we through. We through. Not Trayvon. No, Ahmaud. That's it. Ahmaud Arbery. Cheering. I don't even know what to tell you. Oh Lord, my right ear is ringing. That's a death bell. Oh, let me tell you what these people done did. Let me tell you what these people done did. Everybody hit like. 1,866 of you watching me between Facebook and YouTube. Please hit like right now. They done shot some cops. See, this is what I'm saying. This we ain't gonna never get to the healing. We just reacting. Everybody reacting. Lord, that $12 million is worrying me. And in every case I went back and read, everybody's getting paid. I know there's throw money at this. This doesn't help anything. Oh my God. I'm gonna get this off my mind so I can sleep tonight. Yeah, he said get rid of the mail-in ballots. That's what it said. Let's get specific. And he said if we got rid of the mail-in ballots, that he'll win. You know, there's little stuff like that tickles me, and he tickles me. He does tickle me, but he's acting up. What car did you buy, Larry? I didn't buy anything. I sold a car today. I'm trying to get Lisa to take one of my other cars and trade it and go get her car, but I don't know what she thinks, that she's a princess. Girl, let's go get a car. And just be happy as long as it's a nice car. Go ahead, get the car going. I sign off my car. You trade and get a car so I can get all the cars off my credit. I just said so one day. So now if she do that, then I won't have but one car in my name. And that's the car, the big old car for all of us to get in. And then I might go get a little car around town for that. But yeah, how we get off on that? D. Morgan said there's nothing fun about Donald Trump. That's a whole lie. I understand you don't like him, everything, but if you at some point in time, so that means you ain't never chuckled at Trump, but then you just dead inside. Trump tickles me. The way he pop off at these reporters, I'm like, this is so uncool for a president, and that's funny to me because he ain't got no business doing that. Oh, thank you so much, Shannon. Girl, you just blessed the MBN network. And when you do stuff, Shannon, so you can email to donations@thembnnetwork or your phone number and the email address, because we got people that call. Whenever people donate, they're gonna call, tell you thank you. They'll say a little prayer, give you a prophecy, and whenever you donate, even at any time, I think that's what I said. Or no, just the people that participate on prayer on Sundays. But if you put the information in, it's gonna be loud, and I think they're gonna call it anyway because they think they got the phone number. They're gonna call it anyway. Oh my God, Ingrid Bennett, thank you. Trump is funny, and the foolishness is funny. Come on now, y'all know who he is. Lisa, I'm with Lisa. Somebody said I'm with Lisa in the car. Just won't do. Somebody said, Larry, he tickles the hell out of me, especially with his alternative fact. It's so uncouth and improper. It is funny. Yeah. So my kids think he's hilarious. It's scary funny. Yeah, he's the president. Oh my God. Well, Say he's funny, but it don't need to be voted in. I understand. I hear you. I'm never going to tell nobody how to vote. I'm never going to tell anybody how to vote. I mean, that's that. I don't think I'm in the business of that. And I hear pastors doing it. There are people who look to me as a spiritual leader and are members of the MBN network. I'm never going to tell them jokes. I said, no, y'all. My concern is for y'all to be y'all best self, to find your purpose, glow up in this world, stay connected to yourself and God really close, and live as good as you possibly can. As close to what the biblication say. You know, ain't none of us can live what the Bible say. We just can't. It's got so much in rules and stuff, and I'm like, and you can't live. Can Jesus do this too? Lord have mercy. I know he would like a cupcake, but y'all don't want us to even eat. We can't even eat no piece of the pig. What in the world? And can't have no shrimp, no scavengers, no what? At no time in our life. How about on Thanksgiving? Can I have a piece of bacon? There ain't anybody living that. But do the best you can to live it. Amen. Oh, October the 1st, okay, I'm going to give you a rundown what's about to happen on the platform. Tomorrow night, Tasha K in studio sitting beside me. Celebrity gossip vlog. Now, she does gossip. If you want to say we do gossip, we talk about the gossip. Somebody else put it out, and if they're talking about it, if it gets public, we talk about it. But me and her work a little different. We probably talk about that tomorrow night as well. But she got some. I want to find out about her as a mom, a black businesswoman, and as a wife. And I'm also going to ask her about some of the topics that were controversial surrounding her and some other stuff. I'm going to bring it up, and we're just going to talk for a little bit. Then right after that, we're doing the after show in Patreon. If you are a patron, you'll get to enjoy that. So we're probably going to open the lines on the main show. We'll do all that personal stuff on Patreon. Then this Monday night, Lee Andrea Johnson on our main show. This Monday night. And then next Thursday, which should be the 1st, America's Black Prophet of God, to give us the update of what's about to come and what's about to be happening. Okay. So that's great, Sean. America right now is really the world's largest reality show. I absolutely agree with that. I agree with that. Yeah, so that's what's going on. Larry, did you get your mask in the mail? Was that you that did that? Yes, Linda, that is you. I talked about you. I opened it. I talked about, not this past Monday, but last Monday. It got the copper in it. Thank you so very much. And your letter, I read it. Superb. It hit me right there. Hit me right there. Thank you so much for that. Somebody said, I just saw somebody say something about the scavenger. Now that ain't God, cause I eat lobster and shrimp every day. Well, what's the point of you coming off pork? I mean, you know, Larry, I could not find you on Patreon. Go to patreon.com/Larry Reid Live, or go to my website, Larry Reid Live, click Patreon. And once you download everything, if you can't find me then, just go back to the website, click, and open it in the app. All right, I want to bring somebody on to get your reaction to this Breonna injustice. My info app. Thank you, Shannon. Thank you. Why did you say, Leandra, she about to get a... Pat Montgomery says, sorry, but eating a little bit of it. So I said, are the Mars asleep? What, there's something going on? Okay. You said, why do you say Leandra, she about to get 1,000 calls to do it? Well, this is not something me and Leandra put together. This was done through her label. So she got to show up. Unless they cancel it. And then, you know, I mean, anything is possible. And we'll keep right on going like normal. Thank you so much, Tangela. I saw that. You ain't got it because you done the text the thing. We got your email and your phone number immediately. They'll get that. So I said, fish you can eat some. Is today a date Bishop warned us is about? I can't remember. And Brock said, "What? I'm just get off work. What's going on, girl? Let me tell you, baby. Now you a vlogger, so let me tell you, they done let them boys basically off in one. They got a little something on them, but it ain't got nothing to do with Breonna. You had to go back and watch the rest of this. Okay. Well, thank you so much for tuning in and for watching. I'll see you tomorrow night. Do not forget, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Celebrity vlogger, gossip vlogger, Tasha K will be with me, sitting right beside me on set. Somebody said that, yeah, I am tired. I ain't been sleeping that good. Tell you the truth, Elder Linda Green, I have not been. Let me be real transparent. This is something I would say on Patreon. Something going on with me. I'm in a change phase. Everybody type change phase. I'm about to tell you something. I'm gonna bless y'all with this right here. This usually be for patrons. Change phase. Type that in a change phase. Now the entire world is in a change phase. Now that is the reality. It's a transitory period. It's moving into from one space to the next space, from one level to the next level. But in every level, there is a devil that you have to, a group of devils that you have to pass through. And a few of them, a portion of them, a percentage of them are devils from your past. You always have to graduate from, when you're in the process of sanctification, deliverance, or growth or development, whatever you may be in, you always have to confront whatever it is in you that's not fit for the future. And what I'm noticing as I'm in this change phase, spiritually, I'm in my zone. When I'm doing the prayer calls on Sundays, I'm in my zone then. When I get I have my altar built, the place where I go meet God at and do my meditation. Oh, I'm in that place. When I'm doing this right here, I'm in my gift. I'm in ain't nothing but perfection. Or any other thing that I'm gifted and purposed to do. But there are times when if I sit back and I get in the center of myself, I'll notice, okay, something you've got to. There's something that is calling for your attention, and something is wanting, and what is that thing? And I have a list. I got a coach. Got therapy. I have a support system. Which thank be to God. Thank you, Jesus. And I just noticed it. So for me, now see, I'm different than everybody else because I don't want to ever be the kind of person that turn to alcohol, drugs, sex, love, relationship to fill myself up to keep me numb enough and distracted enough so that I can, so that I ain't got to sit in whatever I'm dealing with. I'm the kind of person I'm like, okay, I want to sit in this and find out what it is. And because of that, it's caused me always to grow and develop probably quicker than people that I've been knowing for years, because I don't want to numb and I don't want to run away. So being that kind of person, Linda Green, when you're asleep, I'm like this, quiet. I may be laying in the bed, but I'm not asleep. And then now you mix that with, I'm a seer. So when I close my eyes, it's a whole movie. And that keeps me up. I can be having a good sleep, but then I go into a dream world and come out that dream tired. I'm like, oh boy, oh gee, I had no sleep. Lord, now I'm yawning for real. Now I'm yawning for real. I'm like, God, I ain't had no sleep. So yeah, I can stand some sleep. And sometimes I'm real rested, but I still have bags in my arm because that's hereditary. My youngest daughter got that. My dad come from my daddy's side. Like literally get little dark circles, especially if my allergies are cutting up. Somebody said, I'm there too. Change phase. Change. Somebody said, Mars, please block Real and Ian. Okay, I don't know who that is. I can't even see whoever that is. Yeah. Ian said, there's no systematic racism. You are a victim. Stop believing the lies. Drive, determination, ambition. Do not discriminate. It's a white person. Let's begin to educate Ian McDonald. No, only a white person is going to make that statement, or it's a white privileged person who's not aware of their privilege, or a black privileged person who is not aware of their privilege. Nobody makes that statement that has experienced the underbelly of America. Nobody makes that statement. The only people that make that statement are somebody who just have not had that experience. You got to be totally out of your whole mind. And I have not had the experience of some of those that I have read and seen and talked to and interviewed. But I know how America started. How can I don't even know how you can make that statement. You have not. I don't know how you can do that. Okay, what's the deadline for my state to register for voting? What's your state? I just posted it on the page. I don't know where my moderators are. They might be busy tonight. They just might be busy. Yes, Ian is entitled, or anybody else is entitled to think how they want. You just will not disrespect me. And nobody else in my chat. You get blocked. Okay, Elfrida, they're calling for you over there. There must be somebody that you must say he's a weirdo. There must be somebody. I mean, if it's just his point of view, we don't care. I mean, but if he's been crazy, yeah, you can get him on up out of here. I'm no troll. I'm a child of God who recognizes the devil's work. Oh no, recognize the devil's word. And Larry is not of God. I'll say this. Bye. So you don't stay around. You can't be coming in somebody's house and telling them something like that. You're so crazy. Oh, I can block you. Goodbye. Elfrida said, I'm here. I deleted him. So both of y'all are gone now. Yeah. That's all crazy. And it's really a waste of your time telling me that. I don't know if you can tell, but I don't give a, well, is my mama in here? We don't use, I got to talk to Tasha because her mouth is raggedy. Tasha doesn't cuss. I said, you come on my show, Mark, you have to use the fake cuss words. One is Farouk. So let me say it like this. I'm going to sing this little song that dropped down in my spirit one day. Yes, I'm going to sing it. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you and your whole family too. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you and your whole family too. Hallelujah. I said, fuck you. Fuck you, oh, fuck you and your whole family too. All of y'all come out of the same stupid. Fuck you, oh, fuck you and your whole family too. Oh, fuck you. Y'all got your mics out. Get your tamarind. Fuck you. You got to tell people that. Put the R in it now. Because we paper Bible say it over here. We got to do fake cuss words. Because some stuff is cuss worthy. Now, I want y'all to be clear of this. Now, there's some stuff, it needs a cussing. I mean, you have to put that word right in there. Bam! Make sure they understand what you're saying. And you clear on that. Fuck you. Fuck you. Y'all remember this song? This probably about a year and a half ago. Fuck you and your whole family too. Oh, y'all, I'm like, none of y'all on that side. None of y'all, all y'all strange and funny. I don't care what y'all got to say about me. Make sure y'all sing this. I'm putting it down in your spirit right now. It's going down in there. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you and your whole family too. Because that spirit comes from somewhere, and I think it's generational. Fuck you. Fuck you. Oh, fuck you and your whole family. Your whole family. Your whole family. Ah, your whole family too. Somebody said, your show has inspired me to buy a tambourine. I ain't seen no tambourine since Little Richard was a little girl. And you make one out of a book or something you find. Oh, this is my vitamins from that doctor whose name I can't call in public, who will be in Patreon giving us the updated information to preventive stuff October the 15th in Patreon. Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you! Her box is pink. Please know I did not choose this. I understand it's mine. Fuck you! No, it's not. Ow! Fuck you! Oh, fuck you and your whole family too. Fuck you! Fuck you! Oh! Fuck you and your whole and your whole and your whole. We're gonna minister this song. Fuck you and your. Fuck you and your. Fuck you and your. Fuck you. Fuck you. And then some of that R getting more solid. I might need to let this be. It's like that R is backing up. And I want to mess up my spiritualization. So I'm gonna let that song go. There's another spirit coming up. I want y'all to take care of yourself on tonight. And if you were blessed by the conversation and you laughed or giggled, if you giggled in a little piece, take yourself over there to the Venmo, to the Cash App. It's just been texting there. Elfrida, thank you. To the website. And you be a good God bless your blessing. What is that? I just made it up. A good God bless your blessing. Lord, I just flipped my whole eye upside down. Y'all see that? When I rubbed it in like that? I need to go somewhere, give me something to drink. I got a little piece of water. I need some pineapple juice. But they say that run your sugar up. Somebody said, I missed the start over. I'm gone. Amanda Shepherd, I just got here. Lisa, where were you at? I know I text. Okay. And we just had to go up on our text now. Now to text y'all before I go live, that service is $2,100 a month now. Oh my God! But I had to do it. No, box with vitamins. See, this is what, now everybody makes a great tamarind. Now everybody, I can't let you see the name of it because I can't have a name out here, but it's the backside of it. But we went to our website, $99, 3 months of the vitamins that you need to be taking. And she's about to add zinc to it. Omega-3, vitamin D3, and vitamin C. But I've been buying my zinc separate. So I got this. I sent this to my mom in 3 months worth. And if you have not been on D3 and you're COVID-19 negative, go ahead and get at least 10, I say UIDs, but I think it's UIs. 10,000 UIs a day for 2 weeks first before you drop down to just 5. Come over to Patreon on the 15th. You'll find out why. And I some of you I know that have got COVID-19, you made it through, and you talked to me about where your D3 was, and you understand what I was telling you. And before we talked to her, there was some of the stuff I just, from reading the website from scientists, I just began to put it in there. And then some naturopathic doctors and things of that nature. So for her to come and give us the information, it's risky, but she doing it in Patreon. So come over there while it's, listen, now you can join Patreon right now for a year. So there's like one-time donation of $144, and you're in there for 12 months. And you'll end up getting information that's probably that I know is worth thousands of dollars monthly. But soon we'll be out of Patreon. We've already built the platform. Everybody that's a patron will be into my own personal subscriber base that's on my website, but we won't fully transition to it until the first of the year. So you can still get in now because everybody else is going to be grandfathered in for however many months you are signed up for. Like if you're a month-to-month person now, it would be smart. I need to tell patrons this. Why haven't I told them this? It would be smart to go ahead and sign up for the next year. But then you grandfathered in when we switch over to what we're switching over to, which we've already built, because it won't be $12 donation again. That's out the door. It'll be more than that a month. It's gonna be a Kaya price. I think hers is $20-something a month. But that's what it's gonna be then. But if you go ahead and sign up for the year, then you'll be in for a year. So that's that. All right. I'm going to talk to y'all later. And this is what I want to tell y'all before I go. I don't care how much. This is something my dad used to tell me. I noticed I done started saying it sometime before I go over live. I don't care how much it looked like a nickel. If that thing is wooden, it ain't gonna spin. What was my daddy trying to tell me when he used to tell me that? What is he trying to tell me? But I understand. There's some stuff look like it's right and look like it's okay, but when you inspect, it's made up out of the wrong thing, and it can have a collar around it with a Bible in his hand. Are you hearing what I'm saying? They can call you friend to your face. No, but that's not what they is. They say I'll be there for you. I love you for all your life. I ain't nothing. Me and you never never separate. You look around, they gone because they found somebody that they can leech off of a little bit better than you. If I don't care if it look like a nickel, if it's made out of wood, that thing ain't spending. If you were blessed, leave your offering. God bless you.